Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Batman Returns for the Super Famicom, because that's the version I've been playing the whole time. Nice cape animation. In the first video, we took on the first scene of the game, and now we are on scene 2 where we go further into Gotham City. So, let's beat up some bad guys, shall we? And it's a good thing that I'm able to throw enemies not into just each other, but also the foreground wall. Or the background wall, rather. And this guy, the juggling clown, he juggles. And if you throw a batarang at him, he'll drop his little juggling pins. And you won't be able to throw things at you from a distance anymore. He'll have to fight you up close, just like all the other clown enemies that we've seen. Now, there's a bomb clown. I managed to get him to stay there long enough so that way he'd be forced to throw the bomb. Now, if you throw a batarang at a bomb clown who has a bomb in their hands, you'll stun them, knock the bomb out of their hands, and have it drop straight down onto the floor. Will explode right at their feet, and you'll be able to get some extra points and some extra damage. Keep that in mind. Get out of here. Alright. So far, so good. Let's just be careful here. And this guy, this particular big man, he has a lot of health. I want to do as much damage as I can and just try to get rid of him as quickly as possible. And I did not mean to do that, but I will take whatever craziness I can get. And it's kind of cool that I was able to do that. Throw enemies into the benches and the signposts and bend the signposts and break the benches. It's kind of cool. I'm glad the game lets you do that. There's a knife thrower. He ran away. This guy will not run away. Also, I really need to stun this guy. There we go. And that guy's going to run away too. Might as well go ahead and throw him into the wall for some more damage. Okay, for more points, really. You get more points for throwing an enemy into the background when possible than into another enemy or the floor. And this is what I meant earlier. He had the bomb in his hands. I stunned him with the batarang. He dropped it. He blew himself up a little bit. And I could have hit that guy with a batarang for points. And that was some cool timing. Nice. And there's another one. Now that guy, he won't be forced to drop his bomb until I get him a little further on screen. And then I can wait for him. Alright. Making sure I can get this guy lined up with the bench so that way I can throw him into the bench. And then make it easier to get another extra life. Oof! I thought I'd be able to get away from that. I didn't. And there's a fire clown. I forgot about the fire clown. Well, I might as well go ahead and send him into other enemies whenever possible. Try not to get horribly maimed as I do any of this. And here we are! Alright. We're in 2D land now. Let's jump and hit enemies whenever possible. And we want to watch out for the bouncing enemies. Taking them out whenever we can. Nice. Almost messed that up. Did a lot better there. And now we're going to wait between the elevators. Enemy! Enemy! We're going to get behind you, or between the elevators again. Nobody. 2 enemies. And we approach a Circo Porto. Apparently, Gotham City has a Japanese arcade owned by Konami. Who knew? And now, the department store is on fire. We need to use the... Dang it. We need to use the grappling hook. Press A again, and you'll be able to get yourself across the fire and away from it. You may take more damage than you would like. And I just jump there. Get close to that. That way, ow, I can get those things to fall. Holding left and right here. And there we go. I'm going to get away from this guy just a little bit. That way, he doesn't get me too much trouble. Again, the tall clowns, they throw torches at you. When the torches hit the floor, they can't hurt you. They're only when they're airborne can they do any damage. And we have some new enemies here. If I can beat them up. There is the... Really? There is the Sword Swallower. The Sword Swallower will swing a sword at you. And he also tries to swallow his own sword, too. He will try to deflect the batarangs. As a matter of fact, he will if you throw any at him. Sometimes, if you're far enough away from him, he'll do the whole sword swallowing trick. And if you hit him with the batarang while he's doing it, you can damage him. Which is pretty cool. Like, I could have hit him with the batarang right there. If I wanted. And I threw him at the guy, so that way I wouldn't get hurt. At least not very much. And I'm doing damage on multiple guys whenever possible. Making things a little easier on myself. And apparently the other guys are gone. This guy isn't. Ah, come on, really? Well, I should be able to reach another life soon. I just gotta be careful. Gotta hit people when I can. Force him to drop his bomb. And he had a bomb in his hand and I didn't even notice that. So here we are in a rather interesting little area here. I tried to stun that guy with a batarang and it didn't work. Would have been cool though. I would have been able to, you know, stun 2 enemies at once. Or actually hurt 2 enemies at once, really. I suppose this will do. There we go. I am not as good as this game as I used to be, but I'm trying. Get out of here. And sure, go ahead and hit your dude. Why not? I should have thrown him into the wall. That would have been neat. I can do that, though. I'll go ahead and do that. You are not very bright, are you? Apparently you are not. Well, at least I have a little bit of health. That'll work. And I have another extra life, so I'm back to 7 like I started. And just trying to save my bacon here. Whenever possible. And I'm going to have to face 4 of these guys before I can face this tattooed strongman. Now what I want to do is get rid of everybody whenever I can. It would definitely help. That's why I'm using my bat test tubes here. I don't want to be near this guy when he wakes up. And let's go ahead and use that last bat test tube. So what I like to do is just run around this guy in a circle. Try to walk into him diagonally. And actually, you know, it's better if I wait until I mention my strategy. Batman's triumphant victory over the Red Triangle Circus Gang is short-lived, as the Penguin appears to taunt Batman. You're not the mayor. Things change. You don't really think you'll win, do you? Things change. Meanwhile, after destroying Shrek's department store, though that's why it caught on fire, Catwoman escapes to the safety of a nearby rooftop. Something tells me we'll have to fight her. And that something is having played through this game for the internet twice. Scene 3, On the Prowl. This one is going to be a little interesting. Hopefully I can survive it. So anyway, speaking of surviving, I want to mention my strategy against the Tattooed Strongman. What I like to do is walk in him diagonally. Try to do the 2 punches in the knees if I can. Then grab him, do the 2 headbutts, and then the throw. I then try to do that movement again. Walk around diagonally. I don't want to be near him like the instant he gets up because he will punch me and knock me down if I do. So I kind of want to be away from him just a little bit. I don't want to be lined up with him, just diagonally. And just far enough, or close enough rather, that he doesn't hit me at all. Instead, he just kind of moves backwards. And while he's moving backwards, I move diagonally into him, I grab him, I can do the 2 knees and the throw, and I throw him to the other side. That way, I can kind of keep the whole thing going. He won't be able to do much to me. I mean, he does have a dashing punch. He can hit you while in a standing position. But as long as you're not moving straight towards him in a straight horizontal line, you will have a good shot against a Tattooed Strongman. And also using the bat test tubes gets rid of the minions that he has in the form of the blue thin clowns if you need to. It is possible to grab the boss and another blue clown and do the double headbutt to do more damage in less time, but I wouldn't exactly rely on that technique because, let's face it, we're playing on Mania, we don't want to get hit a whole lot. Getting hit stinks, especially when you're in the highest difficulty that the game has to offer. So anyway, we are now on the 3rd level of the game, and this is where business is going to pick up. But that will have to wait until the next video. Join me next time where we play the 3rd level of the game. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!